Why hasn't Jimmy Page released any new music? Let's talk about it. Alright, so it's been decades since Jimmy Page released anything new to the public, and every so often you hear a peep coming out of the Jimmy Page camp that he's got stuff in the works. We had tantalizing leaks about him collaborating with various artists such as Miles Kennedy and Steven Tyler, and there's just a lot of buzz going around that never materializes. And I think there are a number of reasons why, solid reasons why Jimmy Page hasn't released any new material for so long, and I'm going to tell you what I think they are. But before I do that, I'd like to remind you to like and subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss any new content. I upload new videos basically every day, and if you look down in the description below, you'll see links to content I can't put on YouTube because of copyright restrictions. Alright, so back to the subject at hand. Why hasn't Page released any new material for so long? I'm gonna shoot 3 reasons out there that could possibly be why, and then I'm gonna let you guys take the mic and tell me what you think the reasons might be. So here they are. The first one is, I think that Page isn't real happy with the way that music is being distributed right now. So if you had the modern equivalent of an album like the White Album or Led Zeppelin 1 or even the first Black Sabbath album, and you put it out there today on the platforms that are available, there's every chance that it would just sink into nothing. No matter how good the material is, it's very difficult to get anyone to listen to it these days, even if you're Jimmy Page. And I think that the bar of expectations is so high. There's a little bit of evidence to show that this might be the case if you look at the response to his Outrider solo album, and if you look at the response to things he's done otherwise, like his work with Roy Harper. I've got an entire video on Page's solo projects and non-Led Zeppelin projects that you can look up if you're interested. Alright, so number 2. I think the number 2 reason is that Page isn't really happy with the way that music is being recorded nowadays. And specifically by this, I mean that he doesn't like the idea of recording in separate areas of the world and using music files. In a interview that I recently read with, he talked about why he didn't want to be on the most recent Ozzy Osbourne album, even though he was invited to play on it, and he said, quote, "I will never be one of those people who will record alone and send someone a file. I never went into music in the first place to do that. It was for playing together." So Page is old school to the degree that he really wants a band to be together in the studio, wants a hands-on approach. He wants everyone pitching in. That's where some of the great ideas come up, and this is DNA. And the third reason that I think that he hasn't released any material is because he just can't find a singer that is worthy of the material that he would most like to release. And if you need any evidence to point in that direction, you can look at what a struggle he went after Led Zeppelin ended, looking for singer. In fact, he is on record of talking about how hard it was to find a singer after Led Zeppelin ended. Here's Page back in the 90s talking about how hard it was to find a singer before he hooked up with David Coverdale.
And it was becoming increasingly frustrating, you know. As the mailman would bring a cassette, I'd rush it to the tape player, you know, just no inspiration from any of these people.
According to Page, he listened to just reams and scores of sample vocals by aspiring vocalists, and none of them did anything for him. So I think that those might be solid reasons for why Page hasn't released any new material, but I don't think that those are the only reasons. There's probably reasons I didn't mention, and you probably have an idea of what some of them are. If you do, or if you have a thought on any other topic connected to classic or contemporary music, please drop it in the section below. And remember to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.